this is the Grand Harbour in Valletta. It is incredibly attractive in my opinion. It must be one of the most attractive ports anywhere in the world. So it faces in a northeasterly direction, and its history goes back a very long way, but I'm just going to talk about the Second World War here. In October of 1939, this was the headquarters of the British Mediterranean Fleet, but it was withdrawn in that month because the British government said that it could defend Malta just as easily from Egypt as it could from Malta. Now I actually happen to agree with that, because had the fleet stayed here, it was very vulnerable to air attack. But anyway, the Maltese government perhaps didn't see it that way. On the 10th of June 1940, the Italian foreign minister, Count Ciano, who was Mussolini's son-in-law, Galeazzo Ciano, had married Mussolini's daughter, Edda. And he first called in the French ambassador, then 15 minutes later the British ambassador, to tell them that as from the following day, the 11th of June 1940, a state of war would exist between the two countries. And on the 11th, the very first bombing attack occurred against Valletta. Now, even today, almost one half of the entire population of Malta lives within a 3-kilometre radius of where I am now. Then the population density was even greater. But the role that this place played, Malta that is, in the Second World War was not so much used because of the big ships, but because of the submarines. And the submarines were based not here, but at a place called Manuel Island, which is to the west of here. This was realised, it wasn't realised for some time, I think it was Kesselring, by the late winter 41-42. We realised that the submarine fleet wasn't based here in the Grand Harbour. Anyway, the siege of Malta, something that lasted for, I would say, well, 2.5 years more or less. I mean, normally we put the date at the end of it, at November 42. But it's very hard to say in circumstances when it did actually end, but we can definitely say the starting date, and that was the 10th or perhaps the 11th of June 1940, with the declaration of war against France and Britain. And even Malta was claimed by Italian irredentists. Italian was the language which was spoken here by the aristocracy. It was also one of the official languages of Malta until the 1930s. Then to be replaced by, or just now it's Maltese, which is a sort of Arabic more based language, which a lot of, or some, let's say, Italian type words in it. And the second language here is English, of course. Anyway, I've done longer videos on these themes, so if you'd like to see more, then please subscribe. For the moment, from me in a wonderfully sunny day in October. This is the 20th of October and it's 25 degrees. It's an early Sunday morning. Absolutely fantastic. What a wonderful place to be, and what a wonderful view to have. You can see where the white ship is over there. That's a dry dock, and I think that dry dock was, I know it dates the British times, colonial times, even before the Second World War, possibly even earlier. Look how wonderful it is. Anyway, all the best for me. I upload every Tuesday and every Friday at 2000 hours, sometimes other times as well. So if you're interested in this type of thing, then subscribe. But for all the best for me in Malta, bye for now.